Today I'll be talking about 5 signs that you are slowly becoming a profitable trader already without even realizing. And one of the clear signs really is that trading has become a lot more boring. When you fully understand your trading system and strategy, the ins and outs of it, and every day feels like a repeating old boring process, that's when you know you've truly made it in terms of understanding your trading strategy and system, and that you are slowly becoming the true trader that you've been looking to achieve and end up resulting in. So the first sign, like I said, is becoming very bored of the trading process, not necessarily learning, as at this point in stage, you realize you've learned a lot already about the markets, you know your strategy, the ins and outs, and all you're doing now is just executing the exact same system over and over and over again. Now, what's kind of funny, right, is that I'm actually currently in a trade right now while recording today's car video. You know, I placed a trade a little bit before I went on the drive today, and now I'm here just cruising at night, recording this video for you guys out here, giving you guys some pros, tips and tricks on trading, how to make it like how I did. And it's pretty crazy, you know, the amount of freedom you get with day trading, because like I said, I'm currently in a long position on NQ right now. And I even sent it out to the Discord too, that my draw liquidity is bullish on NQ because we have a massive gap down that we need to fill to the upside. So it's so crazy. Like, I'm in a trade while also driving around and having fun. Like, this isn't the first time I've done this. I've done this multiple times. Again, don't trade while driving. Just as a disclaimer, do not trade while driving. I entered my position prior to the drive today. And since, like I said, my system is mostly a set and forget strategy, it's very straightforward and simple. And so once I'm in my trade, once my confluences are all there, my setup is there, I'm not really touching my trade anymore because there's no reason to touch my trade. It's a set and forget. My trade is either going to hit my stop loss, TP, or potentially break even if I do move to break even, but I did not move to break even for this position because I'm very confident in my draw liquidity in the trade hitting my take profit. But yeah, let's go on to the second confluence in terms, or second sign in terms of you slowly becoming a profitable trader. And that second sign is that you realize that there's not much else to learn. You learned already a lot, the technicals, and you're starting to realize, what else is there truly to learn? Because like I said, there's only so much you can learn. And when you start realizing that all the videos, YouTube videos, free, whether free or paid content, regardless, you start to notice that I already know all this information. You're running out of information to learn. That's when you should know that clearly there's no more learning for you to do. There's no more learning for you to do. Matter of fact, it's time to start implementing what you learn and creating a robust mechanical system. As mechanical as can be. We cannot be fully robots, but we can make systems that can be as mechanical as possible so that your emotions play a less role in your live trading and your strategy and edge plays the bigger role. Now, the third sign that you're slowly becoming a profitable trader or you're on your way is that you start taking less trades. And you find yourself taking less or little to no emotional trades. I know how we all started, whenever we all started trading, we've always taken numerous emotional trades in between. Tilt trades, maybe go on a losing streak with our strategy, which is completely normal, by the way, and you start taking a lot of emotional trades. And once you start realizing that you stop doing that and you have built good habits, which is going to be another thing I'm going to talk about later in today's video, but once you develop those good habits and you stop taking those emotional trades, that is a sign of high maturity and that you're maturing a lot as a day trader. That is a very good sign that you are much closer to becoming a full-time trader than you may think. And that also ties into like emotional trading also ties into over trading and over risking too. You know, when you're over leveraging, that means you're trying to get rich quick. And once you get rid of that get rich quick mindset in trading, your P&L is going to show, and it's going to reflect that growth and maturity in your mindset. And you realize that you are much closer now to become consistently profitable than you may think. Because not many people can develop that good mindset where they can consistently risk the same amount per trade and not get greedy and start double or tripling their leverage just because maybe they have more profits, or they're in drawdown, which is even worse, and they start doubling or tripling down on a bad setup. So that is my second take on signs that you're slowly becoming a profitable trader without even realizing. You focus on the higher quality A+ setups, and you start taking less B and B+ setups. And you don't feel like you're forced to trade out of boredom. Remember what I said about the first point, which is boredom in trading? Well, once you have matured as a trader and done this long enough, everyone's timeline is going to be different. Not everyone learns at the same pace and speed. But once you've done this long enough, you realize that's not about the quantity of trades you take, it's about the quality. If you can focus on the quality of trades you take, your P&L will take care of the rest. Your equity curve will reflect those habits. I'd rather you guys double down on the A+ and A setups than have proper risk management and take also low quality setups like B setups. And I even broke down what is low probability, what is high probability in my course as well. For those that have taken the course and mentorship, you should know what my good setups are, what my bad setups are, and which setups to avoid taking. It will help you eliminate losing streaks and much more. Now, what you'll also notice as you slowly become profitable as a trader, and that is that you start realizing you're not taking trades out of boredom. Because when you're still new to trading or you're unprofitable still, if you are deliberately journaling your trades, you will notice you are taking some boredom trades without even realizing it. Or you're letting price fake you out, and that is part of boredom trades. So what I mean by letting price fake you out is, if you guys have realized the market loves to do fake reactions. That's what I call it, at least, what I teach my students. And those fake reactions get all the new traders into bad positions or getting into a position too early. But if you understand my system, you realize we want to wait out those fake reactions or take advantage of those fake reactions with my stop hunter setup and go in the opposing direction of where 90% of traders are trying to enter. For example, if we're high time frame bullish and we hit maybe, let's say, inducement, everyone else is trying to go long. But as we know, inducement is low probability because of POI. If there's fake reaction, like a change of character or internal change of character or something like that, along those lines, our goal is to take advantage of that and go opposing that. So when we do oppose that, you'll slowly start to realize that you can take advantage of an even better setup. And I have no clue where this road is going, so I'm gonna turn around. But that is what I wanted to talk about. Hey Mercedes.
How can I help?
Change the lights to red.
You got it.
Alright, there we go. That's more like sports mode. But yeah, those are like, what, I mentioned like 3 or 4 signs already of you slowly becoming a profitable trader. And of course the most obvious sign is your equity curve going up, increasing. That is the most obvious sign. I don't think I have to even really talk or mention that though. But yeah, keep at it, man. Like I said, the process is not easy. The training journey is not easy. But once you get the hang of it, everything becomes so much easier and fits into place. Your time is coming. All of our timelines are different, like I mentioned previously. As long as you trust the process, take it slow. You know, learn quick, but when you're live trading, I always say take it slow. If you can take it slow when you're live trading, you will see much more progress. Another thing you will notice as you slowly become a profitable trader is that the less is more principle applies so much. You start realizing you have so much more free time than when you're unprofitable. You'd be surprised, but profitable day traders have way more free time than those that are unprofitable. If you are someone that is trading 8 hours, tell me if this sounds like you. If you're someone that's trading 8 hours a day plus, actively trading, not learning, that's a different story. If you're spending that much time trading and you're not seeing good results, you might think you're putting in work when you're not. You're putting in dumb work, not smart work. And so the trader that's matured and that's actually profitable, guess what? That guy is only trading an hour or two a day and making 10x what you're making, or at least green. So once you mature to that stage, you slowly realize, damn, it's not time that's making me P&L. It's the decisions I take based on all the effort and backtesting I've done in the past. Now, another sign of maturity as a trader is handling drawdown periods. If you're consistently profitable or slowly becoming a profitable trader, you'll realize your mindset has shifted now. You handle drawdown periods much better. And not only that, but you start tilting less, all these things. You just keep the same risk even in drawdown. And you don't change your strategy. That's the number one most important thing. In drawdown, you should not be changing your strategy. That's called strategy hopping, and you need to stick to one system that you can repeat every single day. Maybe your setup doesn't appear every single day, that's okay. But it should be something that you're trying to repeat every month. Trade that's the exact same setup that you see every single time. There should be no deviations with the setups that you take. If there are, you need to mechanicalize those and identify those deviations and determine whether or not they're worth trading still. Stick to your system while in drawdown is a key behavior or sign of maturity as a day trader, and that you are getting to the top. You're getting there as a trader. Once you become profitable as a trader, the sky's the limit because compounding does all the heavy lifting for you guys. Scaling, compounding, all that. It adds up, guys. I promise you. You will see the fruits of your labor very soon. But in order to see those fruits of your labor, you got to stay disciplined. On the charts, off the charts, everything you do in life, it does translate pretty well. Yes, trading is a different beast in terms of discipline you need. And I'm going to make a separate video on that in a bit. Why discipline on the charts is still different than discipline off the charts. But that's basically it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below. Make sure to subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, join a free Discord server. I have the course and mentorship to help those guys out that are unprofitable. If today sounds like you and you're still struggling with these things, comment down below what you're struggling with specifically. Leave a message in Discord server and see if I can help you out. Anyway, that's me, Jay Trades, for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.